Hello everyone. Today we're here in the back parking lot for the drive test center. This is in Windsor. So as you can see the my car is in the back, facing the drive test center. So that's how they leave. Now they're gonna come sit next to me and then they're gonna tell me let's go for the road test. So I'm gonna put down my handbrake. My car is on. Put it in drive. Put my left signal because we can only go left. I check my right mirror and right door, my middle mirror. I move to the left middle door, left mirror, left door. Check my blind spot. Always keep looking around. Very slow start turning, start leaving. So stay on the right side. Always, any road you go on it, make sure you're on the right side so you can leave space for the incoming. You put your right signal, you check your left blind spot, your left side, and then you check your right blind spot, and you start turning. You stay on your side, so that way you don't care about if a car is coming. Also, you have to pay attention, but just make sure you're always on the right side. Same here. I slow down. I'm already slow. I check my right side because if there's an edge, people could be hidden. Now I pick up to 20. I'm going left. I stay away from the cars that parked on the right side. I keep checking around me. I stop before the sidewalk. Here we go. I stop here. I start checking right and left. I see cars coming, so I'm not in a rush. I keep looking left and right. So don't look in the same position for a lot of time. So keep your head turning. That way you'll see when it's safe to turn left. And when you turn left, you always go to your left lane. So to the closest lane. Over here, there's something called turning lane between plazas, between driveways. So we don't go on it. We don't drive in it. We go all the way to the left lane, and then we don't switch to the right because right in front of us there is a sign that tells us the right lane must exit. So basically it will be done. So I keep checking. There's a car coming, trying to turn into the drive test center, so I stay back. Now I think it's safe. I can pick up my blind spot and I turn into my lane and I keep going. So I'm gonna keep going straight, also Dougal, and then turn right on Hudson Dougal. I have a red light in front of me. I keep looking back just to make sure there's no one behind me, no one's too close. Also, I check the intersection and I stop before the white big one. So make sure you don't touch it, because if you touch it, you lose marks. Same thing if you touch a solid white line, you lose marks. If you touch a solid yellow line, you lose marks. Now I pick up, I check my left, my right, and I keep going straight. I pick up, my speed is 50, should be 50. I just reached to 50. Again, every 5 to 9 seconds, look at all 3 gears. In the road test, you have to always keep your head moving. Never keep it in the same position. So I'm turning right at the light. It's a red light, so I stop. Make sure I look at my rear view mirror. I stop. Now I can start peeking up. Make sure it's safe. Now I see it safe for my driving. I do my blind spot and I turn right. Here we go. Now I'm on Dougal. The speed is 60 now. Now over here they might tell you to do a lane change to the left. Let's do it. I check my middle mirror, left mirror, and left blind spot. Now I'm fully in the lane. I cancel. Now they tell me let's do a lane change back to the right. Same thing, middle, right blind spot, and I go in. Don't forget your signal. Cancel the signal. So we're gonna take E0 Expressway West. Once you enter the intersection, make sure you check in it. I'm gonna switch to the right side. I already checked, there's no one. check middle mirror, right and right blind spot. Now you cancel your signal. We're gonna take E0 Expressway East. Over here we have a yield sign. I always like to check my left, check my right blind spot, and I enter. Now we have a yellow sign saying my lane is gonna enter another lane, so I have to make sure I check my blind spot, make sure there's no cars coming. I stay between the yellow and the white, don't touch the yellow and the white. It was saying the speed should be around 40, it's in yellow. Keep it comfortable. So right now I'm at 45, it's comfortable. I start picking up now, I'm at 50. Over here I floor it because it's a very short ramp. I put my left signal, I start checking. Now I'm at 100, and here we go. I check my blind spot and I go in. Now sometimes you're forced to slow down a little bit because there's cars next to you and you can't go in front of them because you're restricted with the speed. They might tell you right now, let's do a lane change, and do a lane change. Same thing, middle mirror, left blind spot. Cancel my signal when I'm fully. Let's go back, right signal, check blind spots, and we can go in. Make sure you leave your speed 100. Don't drop it. Don't focus too much on the right mirror or left mirror and forget your speed. Always, for safety reasons, look at the middle mirror. Middle mirror will give you 80% of the view, and then your right or left mirror will give you about 15%, and your blind spot is 5%. So if you're missing the middle mirror, you're missing out on a lot of view. Also, when you start looking at the side mirrors, you start moving towards that mirror that you're looking at. So keep it 100, keep every 5 to 9 seconds, look at all 3 mirrors. So we're gonna exit on Walker Road, not the first exit, the dotted line, the second one. So keep your speed 100, don't reduce your speed. Now once you exit, you start reducing, you cancel your signal, and you put your left signal, because we're going left and we're coming back again. So when I say left, always go next to the yellow dotted yellow line. And again, we're going under the bridge. This is Walker, under the bridge, and then we're coming back on the E0. Once you start slowing down, look back and stop before the white line. Now I see the other light is, the opposite light is green, and it's gonna take a little bit of time because I can see the walk-in pedestrian light is on. So once you hit a red light, you can always look around you, make sure it's safe, know the cars around you. All these things would help you later on, just in case you want to do a lane change or something. You'll know the cars around you. Now you always have to do the checking. So you keep looking. So this road test, basically you turn left from the drive to center on Dougal, you take, here we go, now it's green, so I start moving. Now there is a yellow line under the bridge. I try not to go on it. I go on the left lane because I'm going left. My signal got canceled. I put it again. Now I have to have a left arrow, check my right, check my left blind spot, and turn. Now I'm looking in front of me. Now I'm going back to the E0 Expressway West. So I can pick up. Now there's a car in front of me. They're not picking up enough. So I have to obey their speed because I can't pass it. I put my left signal. Now I see them picking up. Now I can pick up since it's off. I look at my blind spots and I go in. I went in on 100. Now I keep checking all 3 mirrors. Now they might tell you do a lane change and come back. It depends on the road. Sometimes they might not tell you on the going, but they tell you on the coming. So it depends on you. So this road test, we're gonna exit on Howard. So we put the right signal, check your right blind spot, and you enter. Always watch your mirrors, cancel your signal. Now you can slow down since we exited. Then you can slow down. Make sure when right before you exit, your speed is 100. Right now I'm driving around 80. I'm still a little bit far out from the light. I'm taking right on Howard. I check my blind spots and I go in. I'm on the right lane. So the light is red in front of us, so I'm expecting to have cars coming towards us. So there was a car coming. This is a yield. Now it's a green, so I know there's no one. I check my blind spots and I go in. Over here I try to do a lane change as soon as I can because the right lane is gonna end. So there's a sign right after the light. Now if you can't make it before the light, try to make it right after the light because it's like 30 meters after the light where the lane ends. So it's a little bit tricky over here. I already did it before the light, before the intersection, so the sooner the better. Now you keep looking around, the speed is 50, I'm on Howard. If you see bikes or anything, just make sure you look at them. Make sure you're ready to brake at any time. Now the examiners might tell you, let's do a lane change before the light, after the second light, so it depends on what examiner and the rush hours. So I just did a lane change before the intersection that Jose's is on. Now I keep looking. Now for the car in front of me, I'll always make sure I have a car and a half between my car and the car in front of me. So it depends on your height, where you're sitting in the car. I always tell my students, you want to see the tire on the ground. Now if a tall person, I always tell them, you want to see the tire on the ground. If I see a shorter person, I say, you want to see the tire on the ground and a little bit of the ground after the tire or before the tire towards us. Now I picked up, I'm driving 50, I keep checking my mirrors. There's a flag behind me, I don't know what flag that is. A yellow light is in front of me. I look at the middle mirror, make sure everything's safe, and I start braking. Always it's nice to brake nicely, smoothly, and make sure you stop before the white solid line, the wide one. A lot of cars they pass it, or you have someone grading you, so always it's nice to keep your marks, so every time you cross it you lose marks. Also, now I picked up, make sure you check your left side, your right side, inside of the intersection. Now I'm turning left on Eugenie. The white dotted line is a little bit small. Make sure you check, you do everything before and you enter, so you don't go on the solid white. It's a little bit short. Now it's a green light. I don't have the arrow. I go to the middle and I wait. Only one car is allowed inside of the middle, inside of the intersection. Now when you're driving on daily basis, you see a lot of cars, 2 cars, 3 cars in the intersection. This is not good. Only one car is allowed. You check, you do your blind spots, and you start going. Here we go. Now I'm on Eugenie. I look at all the 3 mirrors. My speed now is 50. It's a green light in front of me. McDougal. Check left, check right. This is a red camera light, so make sure you don't pass it while it's red. So make sure you're in the middle of the road. Always to adjust your, basically to align yourself in the middle. Always look as far as you can. So now you can look at the Dougal red light. Now you look at the back. Also, good thing, driveways, intersections, make sure you don't block them. It's always nice to basically to keep those open. Also, every intersection, make sure you're checking left and right. Now I'm turning right on Dougal. The light is red, there's white dotted line that they dotted it for me. I can check my blind spots and enter them. I stop before the white line, fully stop, and then I start peeking up. And I look at my left side. I see cars coming, so it's not safe for me to turn right. We can turn right on red and when it's safe. Now it is safe. I check my blind spot and I get going. Now I'm on Google. I'm on the right side. My speed is 50. I'm gonna turn right into the drive to center. There's a car in front of me kind of blocking the sidewalk, and over here it's a little bit tight, so you slow down as much as you need until you be able to turn all the way right. So 5 kilometers per hour. I think 10 would be a little bit fast. Now in the plaza entering the drive to center, you can drive 20 until you hit the rear parking lot. Now you slow down, you put your left signal over here. I want to turn left to park, check my blind spots, keep it very slow, go on top of the sewers next to the yellow dots. Now you can pick any parking spot, same thing, put your signal, check your left blind spot, and enter. Always like to park in the front, would be better for me. So on your road test, if you pick up parking spots where the back and the front are open, so you can enter any of them, you put your vehicle in park, put your handbrake on, and here we go.